Hello, Mixer. Stranger danger, British chairs, right off the bat. We are no stranger danger. It's only been 10 days since I've streamed officially. Hello. Bad Frog, can you say something so that way we can make sure
Yeah, I guess we should do that. Make sure my new setup is actually working. We might discuss that
Who
later.
is this? Hello, MD. How are you? Hello, British chairs. How are you? And Bad Frog, how are you?
I've been better, but we'll get over it.
You've been better? Uh-oh.
Well, my brand new high-end gaming laptop got the BSOD, a permanent BSOD.
What do you mean permanent? Like, blue screen of death is usually repairable.
It was not repairable in this case. It wouldn't read anything. I have a feeling it got hot and smoked the memory. But
well, you can still. So, generally, blue screen of death can be repaired by either replacing RAM or by replacing. It could be. I mean, it could be technically anything, but.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's going to take something. RAM. But it was a warranty deal, so it got shipped off.
Oh, then even better. Then you don't even have to worry about it.
No, I don't have to worry about it. So okay. I had to dig my 8-year-old MacBook out of retirement.
Oh boy.
And it looks like it's actually working. I'm shocked.
I'm pretty shocked too. Hi guys. Hello. Welcome back. We are back. I took a like a 10-day hiatus to go to PAX South, and then when I came back Monday, I got home at 11 o'clock, and then yesterday I took some time to like finally relax at home, and now tonight we're back with Mixcast. So, yeah. Hopefully everyone's doing all right. Hi, CG. No sick, so you're great. No PAX Pox. I actually haven't heard of a single case of PAX Pox. So I'm pretty happy for everyone for surviving PAX. Oh, I just realized I forgot to change the Mixcast board. Here we go. There we go.
There we go.
Brittany has PAX Pox? Really? Oh my god. Hi, Jade Fox. So yeah, a couple of topics that we're going to discuss tonight. PAX South 2019, Amazon delivery vehicles and motorcycles. Yeah, of all people. Really? Is she like super proactive in making sure she doesn't get PAX Box? I don't know. I feel like she's always sick after conventions. No idea. Oh. Then why'd you say of all people? Now I'm confused.
It looks like Queen escaped it because she came on tonight and she doesn't have it. So
yeah, I don't think it was passed around too much. Oh, she was barely there. Okay, I understand. Amber, thank you for the host. Jade Fox, thank you for the host. Yeah, nope, no sickness. And we're actually just going to start off with Mixcast tonight with PAX South, just discussing some basic stuff, what I did there, what I saw there, and so on and so forth. So yeah, if you guys have any questions on PAX South, feel free to just blurt it out in the chat. If there's anything that you saw that you enjoyed, again, blurt it out in the chat. We're happy to discuss it.
Basically, Big's going to talk about it, and I'm going to try and keep up with chat for any questions. So
I was going to say, and if Bad Frog has any questions, or like has any questions for me in general, I'm happy to answer that stuff too.
I've got a couple, but they're going to be a little off the wall, I'm sure. So
start it off with something.
Well, how was it to be at a convention as an employee of a company that was at the convention for a reason?
Yeah, so it was a lot different. So I have actually worked PAXs before, but my working at PAXs was much different. I used to do it for a company called Games. You've sometimes seen me with a black t-shirt that said Games, but spelled weird. And I've done setting up for their booth and working their booth, but I didn't work for that company at the time. this go around, I actually worked for Tiny Build and had to work the booth on behalf of the company, and it was definitely different. I've never done anything along that line. Man, was I busy! I did not. First times, for learning type of deal. I set up a calendar where people could set up scheduling in order to speak with me on behalf of Tiny Build, and I literally didn't set aside any time for lunch or break or anything like that. And I had back to back meetings from 10 a.m. Friday, every single half hour, all the way until 6 p.m. Sunday. Like there was no time stops on during the convention showtime. So, um, it was crazy. It
Why
wasn't
would you?
about getting me stuff. It was about that I didn't even have time to sit down and eat it, MD. Because I didn't book any times for me to stop. It was literally back to back the whole time. So,
Well, if I was there, I would have gotten you food. I don't know why the MD's getting you poop. I don't understand it. But
Inked, thank you for the host. How are you, man? Jade Fox says she liked my shoutcast. It was a lot better this go around than my last shoutcasting for Mixer Hype Zone. There's still a few things. The way that they set it up, there's a couple of awkward moments, like not knowing what buttons to press. They have a stream deck where you can press like one of like 100 buttons that all do different sound effects, but because there's no pictures and it's only text, and you have to read it every single time that you go to press a button, it's just not enjoyable pressing it. So I actually just let the producer press the buttons every single time. I didn't even bother.
it had
So
to be buried in folders then if you had that many.
oh yeah, there was plenty of folders.
Oh
Um
no, my mom's here.
and then let's see. And then there was a couple of things like being able to talk to the producer through my headset without the stream hearing me, or without it being broadcasted over the public microphone, and it was just oddly set up. So there's always a couple of fixes that they're gonna make before it gets perfect. But whoa, look at the thing in the chat. It does the Mixer emotes now. You see that on the screen?
Oh, that's cool.
They managed to do that. That's actually really cool. Um, what's up, Master DPM? Frog Mom says, happy to say hi, but the sound is weird. Too lazy to figure it out. Probably my slow Wi-Fi. So I will say good night. Love you, Bad Frog. Be good. Aw.
She's got to get off the phone.
Probably.
The app is horrible.
Probably. Hi, Miss JG. Let's see.
That's really cool. It shows up in our chat window now, though.
Yeah. Now it just shows that the person used a GIF instead of like not doing anything at all. So I actually enjoy that. They made it a lot cleaner. I guess that's what happens over a 10-day period. So yeah, lots of additions to Mixer. Oh my god, the animated GIFs. Welcome back, guys. Bearded. Thank you. CG, thank you. I literally haven't seen an Ember use yet. This is the first. Whoa! Look at that. It's even animated up here.
Nice.
That's super cool. That is super cool. I have not seen that yet. Yeah, that's super cool. So yeah, let's jump into some stuff. We chatted a little bit about the shoutcasting at PAX South. We talked about working on behalf of a company. I did it wrong, but it was the first time for everything. Being that I set up so much back-to-back time, I actually didn't even get to see the convention. I literally saw 4 booths. I didn't get to see anything at all.
So exactly what were you doing in all these meetings? Was it meetings with people that wanted to talk to you about Tiny Build, or was it a mixture of people that came to PAX South just to see you?
Yeah. It was meetings about Tiny Build. So I'm community manager and influencer relations. So I was chatting with influencers about how they can work with Tiny Build in order to help promote us, and in return, we'll help them in whatever they need, whether it's games or giveaways or social promotion or anything like that. And yeah, I had so many meetings. I did interviews with the press, lots and lots of stuff. It was crazy. Um, but yeah, with so much stuff, I just didn't have time to even go around the convention center. So I literally didn't even see. I saw Mixer, I saw Xbox, I saw Tiny Build, and I saw Lucid Sound. Those are the only 4 booths I saw the entire convention.
Really?
Yep. Yep. And they were all pretty much right next to each other. So,
Oh, Tiny Build was close to the Mixer booth.
Tiny Build was literally right next door to the Mixer booth. So.
Really? Was it big again? Did they really go out and
It was about the same size as. Actually, it was probably the same size as their. It wasn't as big as their E3 booth, but it was as big as their PAX West booth.
Okay. So they had a pretty big presence then.
Yeah. Yep. Mixer was pretty huge there. So.
Well, it would have directed a lot of traffic to Tiny Build that way for people going by Mixer, I would think.
Yeah. So actually, MD brought up a good point. Astro, it was in between Tiny Build and Mixer, but the Astro booth was actually very open. They only had a few like kiosks and a purchase counter, so you could literally see right through it and just look straight at Mixer and Tiny Build. So it was practically like they were right next to each other. There was actually nothing really blocking viewing each other's booths. So, but yeah, those animated GIFs are so cool. Plus, I gotta give like a shout out to you guys because those embers that you're sending are actually cash. So we honestly probably should have put that instead of motorcycles for the last one. We could change it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's change it, and then we'll put motorcycles for tomorrow or something.
Yep, that works. It's just for us. Embers have been around for a week.
Yeah, Embers have been around for a week. They actually put Embers out the day I went to PAX South. Mixer Embers. Let's do that. Yeah, so the Mixer Embers are really cool. Thank you, Jade Fox. So let's discuss it a little bit. First off, I don't know if it's just me, but Jade Fox's name has the J as her J. I think
that's a bug in the Embers. They're putting their
it's
avatar
really cool.
on, but that's only a happenstance with her name because everybody else
though
does not work out.
It works really well.
If I did it, you'd just see a big frog over the over my name.
Gotcha.
So.
Oh, that's cool. The
dumpster fire.
Oh,
who just spent a ton? Somebody just spent a ton.
750 from CG. Oh, you can't actually see who sent it, Bad Frog?
Yeah, I can now. It just wasn't up on the screen yet.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah. We'll jump into let's jump into Embers here in a little bit, but so yeah, PAX South, San Antonio, Texas. It was last weekend. I was there from Monday to Monday, and Tiny Build took care of me so much. It was actually really, really such a humbling experience. I spent a grand total of probably $200. Tiny Build paid for my flight. Tiny Build paid for my hotel. Tiny Build paid for every single meal. Tiny Build paid for all of my travel, such as like getting to the airports. Tiny Build paid for everything. Like, it was crazy. The only thing that I actually spent money on was merch that I'm giving away on the stream, And one night I partied a little too hard and I needed Gatorade the next morning. So that was literally the only two things I actually spent money on. So, um, yeah. And speaking of the party, um, I had hosted, uh, with Tiny Build, like on behalf of Tiny Build, uh, we hosted a Texas. It's called Stream Texas. The community, they mostly interact with Twitch. However, um, because we sponsored it, we said we don't want it to be Twitch represented. We want it to be everything represented because we work with Mixer, we work with Twitch, we work with YouTubers and any influencers. It could even just be a website, a review website. So we invited everyone. We bought the second floor of a bar and we just opened up the drink tab and just said, everyone have fun, network. You had to be 21 up to get in, which we might fix for East. We're gonna see. But yeah, we opened up the drink tab and people just networked. They talked. On behalf of Tiny Build, I talked to a lot of things. I mostly dealt with charities at that one particular, so we're going to be working on doing a bunch of charities. The one in particular that I focused on the most was a lot of you guys might know from my personal stream, we were going to do a Xbox adaptive controller charity before Christmas, and just due to me joining Tiny Build, I didn't have enough time to organize a lot of it. So I still plan to do it. I just didn't get to do it before Christmas. But at the event, I talked with a guy who is very good friends with the creators of it, and we are going to do a charity where Tiny Build is going to match donations up to a certain amount. Maybe that part I haven't confirmed, but we are going to help these guys into doing a big charity event where streamers and influencers will raise enough money to not only get people in or kids in hospitals an Xbox, but we'll also get them the adaptive controller. We'll pay for all of the donations. Will pay for all of the people in the hospital, the helpers, the nurses, all those people to actually be taken care of while they're helping these kids, because it'll probably be a volunteer based system. So they'll either come in during their off hours, or we'll pay for volunteers to come in. They'll have food and stuff, so that way, they're taken care of while they're helping these kids. The kids, of course, will have meals too, whatever they can have, and then and it'll be a training session. So these volunteers or the nurses or whomever are going to teach the kids how to use this stuff. So they're not just given it and said, here, it's yours. We're actually going to teach them how to use it, so that way it's not just handed to them, and we'll set up a whole streaming process for that as well. So we're very excited for that one.
Let me jump in here on that one.
Yeah.
How far away are you from setting something up like that? Do you think?
Actually, that was the fun part of the conversation. I was like, basically what I had told them is the organization that runs these charities, I said, this is something that we're already capable of doing if we put enough time and effort into it. What I enjoy that you do is that you have all these connections to the hospitals that need them, and you have all that stuff. Plus, you're able to run it faster than us because you already know this process. So I was like, if I were to give you a call tomorrow, how soon can we set this up? And he said like within a month. So it's a very quick turnaround. We're able to basically set this up when I told him, pick the best possible weekend, whether it's a holiday or like almost a memorial based thing, whenever like if there's a way for people to recognize that almost like a breast cancer month type of thing, whatever it may be, to get as much attention to something like this as possible. And I said, whether it's soon or whether it's like 5 months from now, give me the best time and let's get something to work. So it could be as soon as a month, it could be 6 months down the line type of deal.
So is this going to be something like we've seen before? You're going to try and get streamers in, obviously big streamers, if you can, to kind of just get donations on this, or is it something going to be different?
It'll work in the sense of, if Tiny Build doesn't match the donations, it'll be, well, in either case, even if they do or they don't, what it'll end up being is we'll do like a 48-hour streaming session where we'll get as many people to join a stream team for charity purposes, not like a permanent stream team, but as many streamers as possible to join a stream team. And then we'll have it so that way all donations during this 48-hour period, no matter who it's donated from, or to like through whichever stream, it's all going to the same cause. So yes, it's kind of like what you've seen before. However, there might be some additional things in there. We'll see if we can work with some other companies as sponsors, or we might even match donations ourselves. So.
Well, that's what I'm saying is if you've got other sponsors, would it be possible for them to donate some products of whatever kind that could be basically used as incentive to get donations?
Sure. So part of it is with all of the new consoles, whatever, if it's Xboxes or PlayStations or whatever it may be, the Xbox adaptive controller is obviously for Xbox only, but whatever ends up working the best for, because not everyone needs an Xbox adaptive controller, right? Sometimes these kids in hospitals, they just need gaming because they're just sitting in these beds and they need to be more active, whether it's their brain being active or their body being active, whatever it might be. It just needs the push to go forward, and gaming does that for kids and adults. But in any case, whatever it ends up being, whatever console they get, we are going to give them some games with it, so they have games off the start and they don't have to buy any games. They'll have some Tiny Build games to play. But maybe we'll get some other game companies to jump in, or we'll get we'll see if maybe Xbox wants to donate controllers or whatever it might be. However we can use our wealth of being a known company in order to bring in other companies to participate. So
I guess that brings up another point. What would be the chances of Tiny Build donating some games to some of these streamers to encourage them to play Tiny Build games? What I'm saying is, if they agree to play them, donate them to them, not just donate them to them and have them sit on a shelf, but even though it's not a real disc anymore. For this charity event.
For this charity event, so that's just dependent. Obviously, for charity events, we want people to play whatever's going to get them the most viewers, because that gives them a higher chance of having donations, right?
Yep.
So if they want to stream a Tiny Build game that will bring in the type of audience that they always receive anyway, then we'll give them that. Okay. But we don't want to, if they're like a Fortnite priority streamer and we give them, a puzzle game, it doesn't really make any sense because they're going to decrease their viewership.
I'm talking about variety streamers that I know, because right off the top of my head, I can probably get 3 for you right away.
Yeah, so, and that's something that we'll reach out for, and I'll make public Twitter posts and all that stuff. So it'll be very apparent when we're doing this. So
I'm just trying to get information in my head at this point is all I'm trying to do.
I gotcha.
Holy cow, I don't recognize that name.
8-Bit Blondie?
Yeah.
You don't recognize 8-Bit Blondie?
No, I don't. I don't know why I don't, but I don't.
Hi, 8-Bit. Let's see.
So if you didn't see much at PAX South, I'm trying to figure out what to actually talk to you about now.
Oh no, it's fine. I mean, like I ran a lot of organizational processes, so like preparation of the PAX floor, like, you know, seeing all the different merch and having people come in, and San Antonio itself before and after PAX hours and all this stuff. Like, there's a lot that goes into it. Um, but yeah. Let's see.
So did you hit the Riverwalk?
I did. Riverwalk was actually right between our hotel and the PAX floor, and we went to dinner there practically every single night. So
They have some of the best restaurants in San Antonio
Yeah.
are on the Riverwalk.
we went to Fogo de Chao, which is like a super cool Brazilian steakhouse, and I'll explain that one in a second. Hi, Road Diamond. Hi, Blondie. Yeah, okay. Got all the new highs. Okay, so yeah. If you haven't been to Hi Twister, if you haven't been to San Antonio, there's the Riverwalk right outside of the convention center, and it's like right next to all the hotels, so you're like right there. And it was, it's fantastic. It's, you know, the place to be every night. It's they have really, really nice restaurants. My company is all Russians and Ukrainians, and they don't come to the United States that often. So we went to Hooters 4 times, because they think that Hooters is the best chicken in the United States. So
I gotta tell you, funny enough, on that subject, because I was watching Queen earlier. She ended up going to Hooters twice.
Yeah.
Because of the wings.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny you mentioned that. She says they got the best wings she's ever had. So
we went there 4 times. So
4 times. That might not be because of the best wings at this point.
No, it really is because of that. They think that Hooters is like the best chicken in the United States. Jade Fox says they do have the best breasts. So so yeah, we also went to, I showed them Margaritaville, which if you don't live in the southeast portion of the United States, you've probably never been to Margaritaville, but it's basically Caribbean food. It has pastas, it has burgers, it has a whole bunch of stuff. It's Caribbean themed, so there's lots of shrimp dishes and stuff like that. So lots of shrimp, fish, and then fun dishes like that. So yeah, we went to Margaritaville, we went to Hooters, we went to Fogo de Chao, which was a Brazilian steakhouse, and it's really interesting. Basically, you have like 2 things that you can do for Fogo de Chao. It's you can do the Fogo de Chao experience, or you can order something off of the menu. So is that Bad Frog on the right? It is. That is Bad Frog. So yeah, the Fogo de Chao experience is basically there's a salad bar that's open that you can just go up as much as you want, and they have everything from like really fancy cheeses to like really fancy like sliced deli meat to soups to salads to everything. Then what they do is they have like 20 servers that just walk around the entire restaurant, and they bring you different steak cuts on a spear and a serving platter, and they just like they have like butcher knives while they're walking around, and they just slice you off a slice of the meat. They ask you like what your cooked preferences is, so they have like rare on the top, medium, and then like well done, and you just say what temperature you like it cooked, and then they slice off whatever the appropriate one is, and then you just grab it with your tongs and put it on your plate. It's amazing. It was super cool. I ate way too much food there, like crazy amounts of food there.
When I was there, they had a really good Mexican food restaurant down on there, but I don't know if that's still there or not.
I mean, it's San Antonio. There's lots of really good Mexican restaurants there. So
yeah, well, it was one of the best in San Antonio. So.
Oh, okay. We did go to. So another thing that we did, if you guys know Avatar Studman or Chef Sevenfold or Split the Wig or like there was a whole bunch of people there. We went to a restaurant with a lot of those guys and more, and they planned to go to a lower end Mexican restaurant, but instead we went to probably one of the fancier Mexican restaurants in San Antonio, and 4 of them were wearing taco suits when they went to the Mexican restaurant. Yeah, so it like there were people like dressed up in really nice button ups and stuff, and I was like, you guys make things really awkward. So, yeah, it was odd. But yeah. Also, like the other things that we did at PAX South was Mixer had a giant booth as always. Uh, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook were not there, so the only streaming there was Mixer. So it was like very Mixer themed. Mixer had the co-stream section as well as the shoutcasting section for Hype Zone. I did both of those. I had a co-stream section with Chef, and I had a shoutcasting session for 2 hours with Nerdy Birdie. And it was it was a great experience. It was super fun. Yeah. So
now I got another one that might be interesting. Since you've done your first one as the company employee and found out you just can't do a whole lot, did it teach you anything that you may do different at the next convention as far as time and everything else, so you can get more around to see stuff in the convention itself?
Will be organizing things much differently. Basically how I'm going to do the next go around. We already know what our booth is. I'm not going to spoil it. However, I will create session blocks where I can talk to multiple streamers at a time. It will be like longer sessions. So instead of half hour, I'll probably do hour-long sessions with many influencers. So basically, I would did like half-hour sessions with one person each. What I would rather do is have anywhere between 5 and 10 people have a much more friendly experience between a bunch of influencers, explain to them the same thing, but have it a lot more I bring in a lot more people at a time. But I'm going to separate it into sections, a morning session, a midday session, and an evening session. That way I can get the same amount of people in, if not more, but not kill my entire day. And yeah, so I think that's what what I'll end up doing for the next time. Or what I'll do is I'll have Friday will be dedicated to maybe helping around the booth and introing people, and maybe going around and checking out other games, because some of my job also is to look at other games that might need publishers or anything like that, because we are a publishing company, right? So bringing new games into our portfolio and helping them with getting their game out to the masses and things along that line. And then Saturday might be something that is special going on with the Tiny Build booth that I'm not ruining yet. And then Sunday, it would be dedicated all day to maybe hour block sessions where I bring in 5 to 10 people at a time. And that way it fills up the same amount that I would be doing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday without killing my entire weekend. Something like that.
My most important question, that really is the most important question, is if I somehow make it to PAX West, do we get to do a show from PAX West?
Oh, we'll do a show from PAX West 100%.
So that was the only important question. The rest of this has just been fill material. So
yeah, no, I got you. No, this first time was a learning session for me. I actually got a lot of stuff done. I recorded about almost 40 hours of footage on my GoPro.
Hey,
And
Cowman.
what's up, Cowman? Spy on other companies, Entourage. I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, I recorded about 40 hours worth of content on my GoPro the entire weekend, and it was and I'm doing a big time lapse, and it's really cool. I combined 40 hours of GoPro footage and managed to fit it in a 10-minute section, and I'm gonna try to condense it down to 5 minutes.
Oh
So
my goodness.
it's super fast time lapse, and it's actually really cool. So, and I have ideas on how to make it bigger and better for next time too. Because my GoPro, I would have to switch out the battery about once every 4 hours, something like that, 3 or 4 hours. And I figured out how to make an infinite battery for GoPro, and I figured out that I just need to buy a bigger micro SD card because I kept having to transfer all the data to my laptop every night. So, which by the way was about 500 gigs worth of videos. So I'm just gonna get one giant micro SD card, and do one long video recording the whole time. So I'm pretty excited for it.
Do you want a Western Digital one?
No, I don't. Yeah, so that was and for Entourage stuff, kind of. It's not stealing any companies in any way possible. Believe me, like we have actually passed on publishing games because we didn't want to step on toes of other companies. And they have been games that have been extremely successful. So it does hurt the company and say, "Oh man, we should have done it," but we care about our relationship to other companies. Like
you don't want to be burning bridges either.
Exactly. So, but yeah, so we like finding other companies that just need the help. That's the way to go. I advise multiple cards in case of failure or loss. So I can only record to one card at a time, but you're absolutely right. I will have multiple cards for backup purposes in case like a card dies for whatever reason. Check out big GoPro supports. It's a limit on a big SD card that you can have. I already did. You can fit a 400 gig micro SD card into a GoPro, and it'll work fine. I went to the Amazon reviews and I basically just typed GoPro, and there was a bunch of people that says I already use this in my GoPro, so works. But yeah, I forgot that Scout is in your county. Wait, what do you mean, David? I'm confused on that one.
Our next topic.
Oh, okay. MD says, "Wait, infinite battery. That's witchcraft. Who do you think you are, Tesla? All you have to do is just plug in a USB-C. That's it. Infinite battery. USB-C. It'll never die. That's crazy. I was like, what? I didn't even know you could do that. There was actually, it's downstairs, but there's just a little tab on the side of the GoPro that you just pull out, and there's a USB-C input. So
you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that because
I'm frightened.
That button on the side is actually used as a manual button, so I didn't know that you could actually press it and slide it, and it acts as a different thing. That's not infinite power. I feel lied to. It is infinite power. It could literally run until you unplug it. It's infinite power. It just keeps going.
He lies to you a lot, MD. Hate to break it to you.
Let's see.
Seriously, nobody has any questions about PAX and his little adventure with Tiny Build.
A couple people
shocked.
Had one or two. Plus, I think they know that we're just going to talk about a lot of it on my stream. But yeah. Now you have an infinite dash cam. That's true. However, Tesla did just announce. Actually, Elon Musk did just announce that if you have advanced or enhanced autopilot on your car, that you get 360 camera coverage in coming soon, whether you're parked or your car is off. So, I heard that you went to a restaurant and the tab was over $1,000. I literally never said that. I have no idea. I didn't look at the check on a single bill. So, but yeah.
If there was more than 10 people, that would be easily done.
Mm,
At a fancy restaurant in San
try-
Antonio?
I'm trying to think if potentially Fogo de Chao, but I don't know who told you that there was a tab over $1,000, but no one should have seen a tab because the CEO keeps it to himself. So, yeah, I don't know who told you that, but
Blondie has a good question. Is it better to go to PAX with a group of friends, or can you go alone and have fun? On my part, I see it as two things. You can go by yourself and see a bunch of friends who are already there, so it's not really at either or. I think you're going to have a good time either way. Is my opinion. I don't think anybody's going to say any different on that one, but that's my opinion of it.
So David and Bad Frog just said it, is that if you don't have a group of friends that you already go with, so like I went to PAX South with my girlfriend, and I met MD there and a whole bunch of other people there, right? And Master DPM was there, and a whole bunch of people there. For PAX West in 2018, I convinced Muffin, Gloomy, David, and 20 plus more to go to PAX West. So I had like a giant, massive group of people that I finally convinced to go to PAX West. PAX East this go around, there are a lot of people going. Like a crazy amount of people are going to PAX East. So you can go with friends, or if you're just part of a community, Blondie, like mine, you'll always have friends there. You'll never have a problem. You'll have so many friends there, it's unbelievable. So, hi Candy. Hello car driving bear.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to get me a place to stay at West when I go, because I can't do that.
Actually, it's not as bad as you think. How far in advance do PAX travelers usually book their hotel rooms / Airbnb? David said months in advance for places to stay. He's right in some sense. You can, it's much, much better if you book months in advance. Plus, the good thing about hotels is that PAX West is always the Seattle Convention Center. If you go to a convention or anywhere in the world, hotels are free to book anytime. I can go book a hotel for PAX West 2040, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't cost you anything to book a hotel today. It only costs you money when you get there. That's when you pay for your stuff. So book all of your hotels today. You can book PAX East today. You can book E3 today. You can book PAX East, E3, West, DreamHack Dallas, whatever you want. And it doesn't cost you anything unless you forget to unbook it when if you decide to not go. But yeah, your plane ticket is different. If you could get the plane protection thing, where you can change your flight, you pay like an extra $40, you can change your flight at any time. You can cancel it. They'll give you credit back, all this stuff. LOTC dropping like crazy amounts of sparks right now. Thank you, dude. Let's see. Attend with Halo Collector says attend with friends, especially people who have already attended. Guides help your first time. They really do. I went to PAX West in 2012 for my very first time, and I made the mistake of not knowing anyone who was there. I ended up paying about $1,200 for a hotel because I stayed by myself, and that was just a giant mistake. I need to you have to just split a place with someone, and it makes it so much better. By last year, I managed to get it down to where I was only spending $50 a night at a hotel. And that's the best way to do it. $50 a night is so cheap. But my first time was closer to the $300 a night. So
That's going to be hard for me to share because I have to bring along Army Chick. And
well, lots of people don't care how many people you split it with. I mean,
I'm just saying,
I split
she's
a
going to be
hotel with
hard to
10
deal
people.
with.
Yeah. Yeah. But I split a hotel with 10 people in it and it works. So thank you for all the sparks, guys. Oh my god. Let's see.
Can you imagine the epic arguments somebody like me and British Chairs would have?
Blondie said, was it true PAX South had tickets for sale at the door? I always go to PAX West and I have to get tickets off of Craigslist because they sell it so fast. Yep. PAX South is the slowest one. Yeah, they still had tickets at the door. They never sold out. But yeah. And yes, I know 2040 is impossible. The algorithm only lasts 365 days. It was just an example. It was a very exaggerated example. You can book up to a year in advance. But yeah. Thank you, Swayze. Congrats on the Shopcast at PAX. Thank you. Master DPM is still upset about Sunday. So at PAX South, Mixer held a thing where if you got a victory royale in Fortnite on Hype Zone or in the Hype Zone live line, you got a raffle ticket, and your raffle ticket, if you got drawn, you had a 1 of 3 chance to win a console, your choice of a console. So a Nintendo Switch, an Xbox, or a PlayStation. So like if 15 people won that day, 3 people were going to be drawn as winners. So they were giving away 3 consoles a day, and you could choose an Xbox, a PlayStation, a Nintendo Switch. But the coolest part was when you were there, the shoutcasters, which I was one of them one day with my my shoutcasting partner, Nerdy Birdie, who was going around and, you know, with the microphone and going up to someone and saying, you know, hello, like, who are you? And then they would say their name and where they're from and all that stuff, right? And you know, we would, you know, harass them a little bit and be like, you know, like, whatever it might be, like, do you think you're gonna win type of thing, or what consoles do you know, bother them a little bit. So you know, it brings up a little bit of nerves, like if people were actually talking to you in chat while you're trying to win a game, you know. So it just makes the experience a little bit more fun. And then you like tell them, hey, you have 6,000 people watching you at home type of deal. And you know, it makes them a little nervous. Well, Master DPM got like 2nd and 3rd place while I was actually shoutcasting like 2 or 3 times. And he finally got up there and won a match. I wasn't shoutcasting anymore, so it had already been passed on to someone else. But he finally won a match on Hype Zone Live, but the camera wasn't pointed at him yet. It was pointed at someone else. So he didn't even get it on the live camera feed in front of like 6,000 people. So he was pretty upset about it. So, but it was still a good time. Halo Collector says, PAX West is West, but tickets aren't hard to get. So they're hard to get during the first moment of it, like when they go on sale, unless you are planning it with a friend. So generally what I'll do is I'll find like 3 or 4 people who are planning on buying PAX West tickets, have us all ready for whatever moment they decide to list the tickets on sale, and then we'll all go out and try to buy tickets at the same time. Now, you get placed in a random queue that, you know, maybe you all get in, maybe you don't get in. But what I have is like some sort of agreement that, you know, people have, you know, a little bit of saved money in their bank accounts, and they can afford to buy 2 or 3 sets of tickets. And then, you know, if one person gets through, you just send them a PayPal of like $250, and that'll cover all the cost of your tickets and stuff. So, plus all the taxes and whatever.
Yeah, but what if you all get in?
If you all get in, then you don't have to buy it, you know.
So you'll know ahead of time. You'll have enough time to make that choice.
So, well, so everyone should have money saved, and you just send the PayPal to whoever gets in first. So you could always back out of the line, or you could buy another set of tickets if you have that much money saved to help someone else out, whatever it might be. So, yeah.
I'm just asking. I'm going to try my best to get to West. I'm not making any promises. But...
So what I'll do is I'll have enough money saved so I can buy 4 sets of tickets, because that's the max you can buy. It'll cost me about $1,000, and then I'll sell those sets of tickets to my community members who might have missed it, and then and just recoup my money from there. Without making a profit or anything like that. It's just to help people who couldn't get in the line. But what I'll do is they have a time limit. It's not like, it won't be first come first serve, but it'll be like, you need to get me the money within like 2 hours, or I have to pass it along to the next guy because I don't know if they're gonna flake on me, type of deal. And I can't risk like $1,000, so it's kind of first come first serve, but you have 2 hours to get it to me. So, and I did that for people last year.
I'm honestly going to try and make it, but my issue is not going. My issue is the convention itself. So it's just one of those things, but it's another few months of cycle analysis that I have to undergo. So you never
know. Bearded Valkyrie says, just don't inform the hotel staff that you have 5 people staying in the room. They know it, but just don't tell them. Let's see. David says, I'm moving in July. My living situation isn't working. I'll let people sleep on the floor if needed. Either way, we'll figure it out as a group. So yeah, that's the other thing, that locals are usually pretty willing to help out. And you just throw them like, if you would have paid $500 to stay somewhere, if they don't even want any money, just give them $200 or something. You saved $300, and they're going to be extremely appreciative of it. So it's it's a good deed either way. Both parties are receiving a benefit. So, Blondie says, I'm going to get a hotel room. I live far north of Seattle, and I want to be able to drink and Uber safely. You live far north of Seattle, Blondie? You should, whisper me where you live. I wonder if we live, in the same town or something. Because I live far north of Seattle. We, possibly. I can
Wait
spell.
a minute.
Just don't say it in public chat, because I don't announce it anywhere.
Do you have a bunch of loud cars that run up and down the street all hours of the night?
I have lots of loud. I see him. I have lots of loud cars around me. What, Jade Fox? Peanut butter jelly yummy in my tummy? Oh my god. So you were booth guy? I was the shoutcaster up on the stage. Yeah, Belly.
Let's see. Halo says there's a PAX help threads on Facebook, and the PAX forum where people who have tickets or are looking for them hook up for cost. You won't ever get stuck for tickets. Yeah, that's probably true.
Let's see. Kangas said that there was one guy that was shoutcasting that was basically force feeding people the microphone. So yeah, that's the fun part, is that you just you have a fun time with it. Make people a little bit uncomfortable without ruining their experience. So yeah. So let's see. Master DPM says he went up 9 times and still didn't win anything. Oh my god.
Yeah, my MacBook is hating this.
Yeah, you have a little bit of a lag, so.
Yeah, it's really hating it. It's running at about 200 degrees now.
Oh my! Yeah, that was the one thing about my Mac that I hated, was that it got so hot. So,
yeah, I had blisters on my leg one day from having it sitting there.
Oh yeah. Just give you $200 on Valentine's Day. This is for PAX. Oh my god.
How far in advance do they sell PAX tickets?
It's random. Literally, they drop it on a random day. For PAX West, they drop it at a random day at a random time because of how many people go. PAX West is about like 160,000 people. So if they announce the time of the day, all the scalpers would go through and sell it for more money than they already sell it for. But with them dropping it at a random time on a random day, they reduce the amount of scalpers possible. So it's usually, yeah, they announce it on Twitter as soon as it happens. So what a lot of people do is turn on the PAX Twitter notifications. But PAX West is usually around May, but it's been as late as July, and the convention is Labor Day weekend, which is September 1st. So, it's crazy. The tickets go on at like random times. Yeah, there's and Halo Collector's right. There's PAX help threads on Facebook and there's a PAX Reddit. There's a subreddit called I forget what it's called, PAX tickets or something like that. And essentially what it is it's PAX ticket resellers who are trying to help people in going for without having to pay the scalpers. So what they do is they say you can either sell tickets at cost or up to $10 profit, and that's it. You're not allowed to profit more than $10 on the tickets, which is a really great deal. Because even if you have to pay $10 more, it's really not that bad. Because you'll pay a total of $40 more to go for the entire convention. It's not that much of a difference. You're talking about the difference between $210 and $250. At that point, it's really not that much. Miss JG bought PAX East tickets in July. Yeah. The PAX East tickets went on sale really early this year. So, let's see.
I'm kind of stumped on anything else to do with PAX at this point.
I mean, we'll be like, if you're really concerned about getting tickets, Bad Frog, I got you covered. It's really easy. Cassie and I will probably both buy 4 sets of tickets each. So we'll have 8 sets of tickets, and I'm going to get my tickets for free anyway. So I won't even need a pair for myself.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Not only am I going to get my tickets for free, but I will also apply as a media, so I'll get a second pair of tickets for free. And Cassie won't need her sets of tickets because she will probably get tickets from Tidy Build also. So we'll literally have so many extra tickets for that we got for free, and we'll just sell off all of the extra PAX West tickets to help all of our friends who didn't get them. I sold tickets to Twister, I think MD maybe, Gloomy, and Muffin last year. I sold 4 sets of tickets like right off the bat, and they all paid retail. No one paid me extra. So, but yeah, yeah. Twister says they caught me off guard when I was at work one year. We never use Fridays anymore. That's true. I don't go to PAX West on Friday. Like that is going to be a hard swing though. That will be very hard for me to do. For me, it might only be a couple hour thing because now that I work in the industry, I have to be there for it. So that one I'll have to see. It'll be a really tough one. I go to Microsoft for a meeting every Friday of PAX West. So we'll see. So yeah, that was PAX West. We only spent 59 minutes talking about it. Yeah. Oh, okay. South, not West. Oh yeah, PAX South. Sorry. Yeah, and we could talk about Amazon delivery vehicle tomorrow. So we'll talk about motorcycles, Amazon delivery tomorrow. We talked a little about Mixer Embers. I want to talk a little bit further about Mixer Embers. So Mixer Embers, if you guys have more PAX South questions or PAX in general, keep asking. It's fine.
Yep.
Both topics, Mixer is gaming related and convention related and all that stuff. So we're just going to kind of merge both of them. Did they actually bring back the wheel?
What wheel was gone? I'm so lost on this.
You've never clicked on someone's... I don't have the wheel, MD. Unless it's... Oh, it's not in pop-out chat. Oh, you've never... Click and hold the left mouse button on someone's name in chat, Bad Frog.
Wrong.
Oh, but you're not a mod. That's why. Wait a second. You're a mod in like 80 billion channels and you didn't know about this?
That's what I don't get, is because it's slightly different. It's got hotkeys now, but I've always used where you click their name and you had report, delete.
No, if you click and hold their name, it brings up a wheel that is quick timeout, quick ban, delete comment, and quick whisper.
Yeah, I never knew that. I always used the first one because...
Oh, you don't need the mod? Oh, you don't need mod to do the wheel? Oh, there you go. So just click and hold someone's comment in the chat.
Someone's comment?
Like, where it says, Miss JG says, I have it. Click and hold that. Actually, you have to click her name, sorry. You have to click her name. Click and hold her name, and then drag up.
Yeah, I'm not going to use that.
But it's a quick way. If you memorize where it is, like, it's very easy to whisper if you can manage to click your name and then just drag up and to the right. It's very quick.
But now that they've got hotkeys, I just got to learn the hotkeys now.
I don't even know what the hotkeys are.
Yeah, Q is delete, I think, right now. That's the only one I know. But
what do you mean, like, Q is delete? So
if
how
you
do
just click their name, whisper is W, report is T.
Oh, there's a QWERTY hotkey. Interesting.
So I'm gonna learn the hotkeys instead
I think
of
I just deleted. Wait, someone just deleted Miss JG's. I see it. I don't know. Make a cheat sheet to learn them. Oh, Miss JG did. Interesting. That's actually really cool.
Hey, look, it's a matter of my memory working sometimes and doesn't work sometimes. So
yeah, they changed a bunch of stuff. The only thing that
I've never seen that wheel.
The thing that I don't like that they changed is now I can't go to someone's channel by clicking their name anymore. I used to be able to do that. You used to be able to click someone's name and then go to their channel. You can't do that anymore.
What do you mean you have to set it up? Tell me this magic because I want it.
Click their name again. It doesn't do it. I'm clicking their name again. Like I can spam click their name.
And I can't see their level either, which drives me insane because I like to see these guys that come in here and
they're probably phasing out the levels to change the level stuff. Click by the burger. Oh. If I click their actual chat message. Wait. What? This is weird. Basically, if you click anywhere except for their name, it'll take you to the link. That's weird. Last thing I don't like about it. Yeah. Last thing I don't like about it is that it says follow/unfollow now. I liked it better when it just knew if I was already following or if I was already not following. Because now, like, I wasn't sure if I was following Blondie earlier, so I went to make sure that I followed her, and I clicked her name, and it says follow/unfollow. How am I supposed to know without, I have to go to her channel now to figure out if I'm following? That's dumb. I don't like that.
No, I don't like that at all.
So yeah. Mobile shows it fine. Yeah. PC does not. And they probably will change the mobile. So yeah. Speaking of Mixer updates, we have Embers now. So actually, Embers on PC and Xbox launched today. It was on mobile last week. Actually, a week ago Monday. The day that I got to Texas is when they added Embers. I was like, really? You guys add you finally add direct donations through any other platform. and you add it while I'm gone. Thanks. So
Well, you know they were rushing to get that out before PAX, so
yeah.
they could use it at PAX.
Yeah.
They
Actually,
weren't thinking of
they didn't
you,
promote it at
big
PAX
and
at all.
hungry. Really?
Yep, they didn't promote it at PAX. But so basically, if you click Mixer Ember or Get Embers at the top right, is payout straight across? No, that's actually what I'm about to get into. Mixer Embers. So you can press Get Embers at the top right corner of your screen. I'm not sure where it is on mobile or Xbox, but it'll say support partners with Embers. Use Embers on premium skills to add hype and help Mixer partners earn cash. You can buy a pile of embers, 120 embers for $2. The conversion rate, which I think is, yeah, basically I'm going to calculate it based off of the 450 embers for $7.50. That's the minimum before you start getting the bonuses. It is not 50 embers for 99 cents. The conversion rate is about 60%. So Mixer takes 40.
The difference, Halo, is between this and a dono is the streamer has no protection from chargebacks. With this, there are no chargebacks. So that's what you're paying for is no chargebacks.
Yes, it is. I just hit the buy button. I mean, I'm looking at pile of embers right now. You get 120 for $1.99. So, and 120 embers it's a penny per ember. That's how it's calculated. Well, 40% take is a lot for protection. Yeah. It is 100%. So yeah, you're paying $2 and instead you receive $1.20.
Yeah. But how much are they taking on a direct dono? Do you know the answer? I kind of know the answer to that because they're taking part of that dono too. It's not 100%.
So PayPal, actually, I've calculated this a bunch. When you donate $1 to a streamer, the streamer actually receives 67 cents.
Exactly.
However, the more you donate, the less fees. Yes, when you donate $1, the streamer receives 67 cents. However, when you donate $100, the streamer receives about $96. So it's not an even 30%. The reason the fee is so high, the cheaper you are, is you got to think of it this way. PayPal has a percentage fee, which is usually, I think it's like about 3%. But they also have a transaction fee. And that transaction fee is actually not that much. It grows the more you donate, but not on the same scale. So the like 5%, so 5% on $1 brings you down to 95 cents, right? But okay, so there you go. So Miss JG said that the 3% would bring you down to 97 cents, and the 30-cent transaction fee would bring it down to 30. So would bring it down to 60. So you're at 67 cents for the single dollar. But that 30-cent transaction fee, it grows a little bit the bigger the donation. So like when you're at like $100, it's probably like $1.50 transaction fee or something like that. But that's nothing when you compare it to $100 versus 30 cents to $1. So
and the real place, there is no time limit, as people are finding out.
Nope, there's a time limit. It's 2 months. 2 months on a time limit on a chargeback.
Yeah, but there's exceptions to that because I've heard of people getting
exceptions to it.
Yeah.
And
what hurts you on the chargeback is not the chargeback; it's all the fees that go with it.
Yep.
Because PayPal spanks you.
Yeah. I've gotten a chargeback on a $20 bill, and it cost me almost $100. So, Brittany has received almost $2,000 worth of fees on chargebacks, and you're talking about maybe $300 worth of chargebacks. So,
and he's made it public. So, but Syfe is paying about $1,000 in fees a month for chargebacks.
There's no fighting it.
You can't. You'll never win.
You'll never win. I fought a couple and I was successful, but it's extremely rare, and it's almost not even worth the hassle, because you're gonna end up spending. Yeah, well, he's the biggest streamer, so he's receiving the most donations, right? So, yeah,
people want they make a donation and make a big deal out of it to get their name on the screen and get shouted out, and then a couple hours later or a couple days later, they go, "Oops, I didn't really want to do that," and they charge it back.
Yeah.
So,
basically, driving cash to your house would be better, or Embers, in all honesty. So the benefit between the Embers is, if you were to buy, now believe me, it's crazy. If you were to buy $500 worth of Embers, you're getting 20% more. So the mixer cut is only 20% instead of 40%. So at that point, it starts getting a lot better. It's still not quite the same as donating through direct donation, but the chargeback is much is gone. There's no such thing as a chargeback when you do something like that. However, being that you're a trusted person, British Chairs, I wouldn't want you to do that anyway. Why suffer the 20% when I know that you would never charge me back, you know? So you run into that thing. So like what a lot of mixer streamers are going to end up doing is they're just going to say, "Oh, you're viewing on Xbox? Buy Embers." They're never going to tell a person who's on PC who knows what they're doing and is a trusted member of the community to buy Embers. They'll never do it. It doesn't make any sense. The Embers are a safety function for the kids who are buying it on Xbox, or the possible scammers. So, yeah,
that's the difference. I don't think
it's a non-refundable purchase.
It's not going through PayPal to start with, I don't think.
The Embers are not. It's a non-refundable purchase. So essentially the way that Embers work on Xbox is it's like buying a game on Xbox. Games previously were non-refundable. They've now made games refundable through exceptions. So as long as you haven't played the game for 2 hours on your Xbox, you can refund it. After 2 hours, you can't. So, I mean, you can't refund microtransactions in Fortnite. They won't allow you. You can do 3. That's it. After that, if you buy something, there's no refunding. It's something that you're actually receiving through a purchase. Depends on the credit card. Microsoft will fight it because you sign terms of agreements when you're using that credit card on that device. So, yeah. I had no idea there was a portion taken out, period. Yep. They said, sorry, there's nothing that they could do. I mean, at Tiny Build, I turn down refunds all the time. If I have a person buy a game and they said, I played 5 minutes and I didn't like it, that's not my problem. You bought the game, you played it. I can't give you a refund, that it's like, I ate this meal and didn't like it. Well, why'd you eat the meal? Like, I can't give you a refund on the meal. It's in your stomach.
I'll give it back to you.
Cheeto, thank you for the host. What's up, Fearless? Yeah, there is so through PayPal direct donation, through like Streamlabs, there is a portion. British Chairs, the only way to avoid the portion that's taken out is if you gift me a PayPal payment through friends and family on PayPal, which if you ever wanted to do that, I do allow that option to the very trusted people in the community. However, the downside is to it is there's no pop-ups on the screen. I can't force it to happen. There's nothing that can be done about it. And in all honesty, like, oh, well, there it is. Twister Chaser! 100% chargeback free guaranteed.
As a matter of fact, Big and I were talking about
guaranteed.
this as we were getting ready to go on the air.
Welcome back from PAX.
I told him I'm starting to try and get the email to the PayPal of people I donate to and not using the system anymore because they get 100% of my donation that way.
Yeah.
And he said, well, you won't get your name popped up. And I said, don't care.
Yeah. There's some people that just want to donate directly to the streamer and just say, thanks for streaming. You're my entertainment, and they don't need it to pop up on the screen. I don't care about that. It's for you. But some of it is like, I care that your name pops up on the screen because you deserve to get a shout out for that. That stuff like that I care about. So for example, that donation that Twister just did, I received $9.41. So PayPal just took out
59 cents.
Yep, 59 cents from it. So, which isn't that bad, it's 1/20th of the amount.
Yeah, but the problem is if it just say Twister tomorrow hates you and does a chargeback, you're going to end up with $30 or $40 fees on that $20 or that $10.
Yeah, if Twister did a chargeback because he donated through a credit card, not through PayPal, but if he donated through a credit card, the credit card fees for charging back the money is usually anywhere between double and 5 times the amount. So, what did
PayPal's not exactly cheap.
What did Streamlabs take? I don't see that portion. Streamlabs takes a percentage that's like given through PayPal. So I just see the final result of what I got.
I'm guessing pennies on the dollar.
It's probably not that much, to be honest. Streamlabs makes a lot more money through merchandise selling and through for example, when I go into Streamlabs, so I can sell merch through Streamlabs, I just choose not to because I was very loyal to Merch Room, even though now I sell my t-shirts through a different process, but I don't know what the Streamlabs merch store sells, like what their percentages are. So like when I sell a t-shirt through my merch room, through my personal merch store, I only get about 5 to 10% taken from me. However, Merch Room was about 60%. It was like Merch Room is very high, but Merch Room's quality is very high. The Streamlabs store has sold $1.3 million worth of merch for streamers, but I don't know what their percentages are. I don't know. It's not really something that I would ever look into myself unless I became, too big of a streamer where I don't want to just do my own merch store through Etsy, but whatever. It doesn't matter.
Halo Collector said, what overpayment services other than PayPal? There's a few that are growing. I don't know how old you are, Halo, but I remember when PayPal started. And they had all kinds of growing pains, and they weren't very well trusted after a while because they made a lot of stupid decisions.
Bad flag.
I didn't use... Go ahead.
I was just going to say, do you know who invented PayPal?
I do not know that.
I do.
But I don't want to hear it.
It was Elon Musk. Elon Musk invented PayPal.
Did I ask? Did I ask? Did I ask? So anyway, it's going to take a long time for a new growing company to gain the trust of people. PayPal has earned that trust over the last decade, or 2 decades, I would say, after their initial mishaps. But it's going to be hard for people to trust another online currency transaction type place because you're going to have a hard time beating PayPal anyway.
Yeah. There are other services. The other thing too is like, if you wanted to, you could donate with Bitcoin. Like Streamlabs allows Bitcoin donations. So, Elon Musk invented another service that was exactly the same thing, but he merged companies, bought PayPal, and it's the same thing. They did the same exact process. So they merged. He owned it, took off from there. But yeah, hi Cheeto. So yeah, there's stop mentioning the Musk dude. But yeah, so Mixer Embers are good and bad. Like I said, if you enjoy donating to streamers because they allow you to donate to streamers, right? They allow you to if you enjoy donating to streamers because they give you the ability to provide yourself entertainment without going out. Maybe it's a different way of calculating your entertainment funding for the month or for the next couple months, whatever. But if you buy $500 worth of Embers, you're just cutting down to the 20% transaction or the 20% transaction fee. And then the streamer will never have to worry about a chargeback. Let's say like your credit card goes on the fritz and starts charging back all of the money you've ever donated me. That can't be taken away. Once it's done, it's done. That like you're screwed. Even if you didn't mean for it to happen, it happened. It's done. The money's gone. So there's options, but obviously, like I said, the way that I'm gonna go is the trusted people in the community donate through PayPal, donate through Streamlabs. The people who I don't know through Xbox as well, donate through Embers. There's a slight fee, but at least you're donating. I won't ever have to worry. It's a good process. So, good night, CG. Thank you for all of your sparks and everything tonight, man. Thank you. I've been watching you drop those throughout the night, even though you were fairly quiet. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's with the donations, a lot of streamers, and I'm sure Big does the same thing, they actually sit on that money for 2 months. The smart ones won't even spend it. They'll just sit on it for 2 months, praying that they don't get a chargeback on it.
To some extent, I do. I do it with funds from people who I've never seen in my chat before, or with funds that are extremely large. So like if I ever get like a $500 donation or something like that, which has only happened a few times, and it's usually just by a community that I know and trust really well. So at that point, I don't even usually bother that much, but I still keep an extra in my bank account just in case. So,
Bearded, if they let non-partner streamers receive Embers, you're losing the point of being a partner at that point. It seems unfair, but it's what's happening to Twitch right now is they have partners and affiliates, and they keep giving affiliates more and more things that partners have. So it's degrading what a partner means on Twitch.
In all honesty, there is no difference between partner and Twitch on partner and affiliate on Twitch. And I'm not saying that to degrade the platform at all. It's just a true fact. The only differences are amounts of the differences. So, like let's say affiliate can only get 10 emotes. A partner can get 20. That's it. That's the only differences. You get the same exact stuff. You just get more as a partner. So it doesn't really make a difference. So,
but if you gave non-partners anything that partners receive, they lose the incentive to actually become a partner.
Yeah.
And it's a benefit to you and Mixer to have partners because you represent Mixer and they have the trust in you to let you represent them. So it means something.
Yeah.
See ya, Twister.
One of the in straight honesty, I originally thought that that Twitch affiliates was just a thank you for showing up medal, because you can get affiliate off of like 200 follows. 200 follows is not hard to get. However, Twitch partner is much harder to get. However, now I understand why everyone is so excited to get Twitch affiliate, because you have all the same benefits as a Twitch partner. There's no difference. So I used to be like, why are people so excited for a Twitch affiliate? Everyone can get it. It's so easy. It's because it's basically that you got Twitch partner, but a much easier version of it. Good night, Twister.
Let's see if she's on real quick.
Halo Collector, are you saying for the ability for Mixer to give it to everyone instead of just partners? For profit off of tens of thousands instead of just thousands? More customers? Okay. That's why Mixer would do it to them for anyone. However, they won't. They'll leave it for just partners. I think we're currently at 1,000 Mixer partners. There's no way to ever confirm that unless a partner manager tells you particularly, but yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Oops.
What did you do to me?
I forgot that if you click a Discord button, it takes it off of the screen. I saw a message from Rogue Diamond, and I went to go click it to read it, and I forgot it gets rid of your screen. It's been 10 days since I've done this, so.
I'm gonna kind of be a little promoting here, but I was a friend of mine that I was talking to you about before the show. She applied at I think it was a little past 2,000, and she had 15 concurrent viewers all the time. And she played constantly Fortnite, and they rejected her that fast.
Yeah.
She quit playing Fortnite all the time. She got her views up. She's probably 25 to 30 most nights. And she doesn't play Fortnite all the time. She actually plays Tiny Build games sometimes too. It was really funny to watch her playing that one night. She just applied again and got told right before PAX South that she made it. And they dropped her button yesterday.
Nice.
So, if she had a way to get affiliate status and get all the same benefits, what point at a lower end, what incentive she had to become a partner at that point? I mean, there's just no incentive to do so.
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting debate. Because Mixer wants to make partners feel special, and we do, less than before. Partner used to be very special. It used to be like a very prestigious thing. It still is to some extent, but not as much as it used to be. However, it's still great,
I love her reaction.
We still do a lot of things that makes us feel like we've earned the spot. So, Halo Collector says they know Fortnite will eventually fail. It's like hollow followers or purchased likes on Facebook. Yeah, they definitely know that. And the streamers know that too. I know that. I played Fortnite for 2 years. And a year and a half, but I know that, I'm almost at my 90,000. I should hit 90,000 this weekend. I'm pumped. And yeah, I mean, Mixer's prepared. They know it's gonna happen. But another game will take the spot. So
yeah, I was laughing there because I turned on her channel and she just got another sub so she's new, and that's cool, MD. She gets so excited about getting a new sub. It's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
And it's just
It's a lot of that too, though. Like,
it means more to have actually gone through, got denied, changed what she was doing,
oh yeah,
worked a little harder, and got partner. It makes it means something then.
yeah.
So
100%. I mean, obviously, you know, being a partner for over a year now, a sub, like, you know, getting a new sub is still exciting. Not as much as it was, you know, the first month when we built up to like 35, you know. But the part that really gets me excited now is getting a new sub and watching some of the older subs get to the higher numbers. That like that's always exciting. That we bring someone new to the family, and that the people who have high sub number counts get to show it off. I love that so much. It really is meaningful to me and my stream. And I know that like MD is like on his 13th month, and he enjoys seeing people. I know he enjoys seeing people hit 10, 11, and then just, you know, getting closer to the 12. It's very exciting. It's very fun. So, but yeah. So I know it was a little moving off of Mixer Embers a little bit, but a little bit of the, you know, the differences between that and. Oh man!
And I'm her second sub, so I get to mess with people in her chat all about it now. So.
Yeah, Mixer MD has my number one sub. He was the first person to ever sub on my channel. So, yeah, no, it's cool. This is like the money talk with dad and the kids. According to Mixer, I'm a new sub. What do you mean you're a new sub? What do you mean according to Mixer? Oh, I know you did. You were spamming F4 trying to get that to launch. Oh my god, that's so funny. Depp, I don't know why it deleted that comment, but he said, "Good night, y'all. Everybody goes night night."
Y'all.
That's so funny though. It deletes it inside of the Ember donation. We gotta see if we can find the exception to y'all. See if there's a way to do it.
Something else that I don't know how many people know about with this new round of update that came with the Embers is streamers now have the ability to make it so anything that gets deleted in chat, they never see.
Yeah, that is true too.
Which is really good for some of these really harassed female streamers.
Probably could, MD.
They just have it so they don't see it. So it's really pointless because the mods are going to get it within a couple of seconds usually, and they never see it. So it becomes really pointless. Hopefully it'll slow down the trolling.
Actually, MD, don't get rid of it. Sorry if you already did. I just know that it's going to get bad. It's just going to get bad, man. It's going to get bad.
Yeah, you're just going to have endless why.
Speaking of subs, Kangas back again. Thank you, Kangas. Thank you. So yeah.
I do, MD. My goodness.
I still do.
I deleted one today, as a matter of fact. So
yeah.
Now that I'm thinking of,
not here. Well, actually, I have a feature tomorrow night. I have a feature during Mixcast tomorrow night. So,
you asshat.
So we'll see. I'm still trying to figure that out if we bump Mixcast a little bit back, because my feature starts at 8.
You're not going to be home enough time to bump it back, so that's kind of silly.
I don't work tomorrow, so.
Oh, you don't work tomorrow? Let's bump it back.
Yeah. I was thinking about either doing it really early or bumping it back. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, pick a time. I'm good. I'm home all.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah. Cool. Sweet. I think that's going to be it for Mixcast, because we're at an hour and a half right now, and we can always talk more tomorrow. So.
Yeah, we really need to try and keep it there because it's gotten out of hand a few times.
Yeah. Did you play the Tiny Build delivery game? Cheeto! I work at Tiny Build. I've been playing it for a while.
And he can't talk about it yet, and he won't talk about it.
What do you mean? We showed it at PAX. I can talk about it now.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, we showed it at PAX.
Damn it. It's going on the list for tomorrow then, because I want to hear about it.
Yeah. I work at Tiny Build. I've been playing it for a while. Yeah, no, it's so fun, dude. It's so fun. Let's talk motorcycle talk while I'm at work. Wait, while at work? I signed in for the alpha and I can't wait to play it. Oh, I can't wait for everyone to play it.
British has been on me about this motorcycle thing, and Bearded wants it too. But now, if we move it back, then we'll be talking about it while she's at work. Which I don't think is exactly what she meant.
So I don't understand. Do you want us to talk about it while at work, or was that exaggeration? What about unicycles or tricycles? If you could put a motor on it, I don't care. Motorized unicycle. Let's do it.
That sounds dangerous.
Hi, Rogue Diamond. Thank you for the sparks. Why would you want to hear about motorcycles? I don't know. Maybe you like them. They're a cool piece of technology.
Hey, Rogue.
Kangas, thank you so much for your sub. Twister, I know you're not here. Thank you for your donation.
As always, I've taken a week off, and I haven't really looked at anything except Photoshop, the most hateful program in the world. But if you got any ideas, put them in the Mixcast channel in Discord. I pulled 2 of them out of there. One was supposed to be on there tonight, but we kind of figured that PAX and Embers was going to eat us up. So
yeah, we should have just left it to 2 topics, but that's all right. Extreme unicycling, yes. The big wheel you just sit in? I don't think so. Oh yes, I have actually. I know what you're talking about. Feel free to. We should probably talk about code of the day.
I think we should probably talk about the code of the day.
Code of the day. So I don't know if you guys saw, but I just leave it up there now. I don't even click it off at a certain time. I want you guys to be able to just stop by and grab it whenever you want. So if you only have 5 minutes to join Mixcast, we appreciate you joining. Just grab it, whatever. Code of the day is Boombox. No spaces. Capitalization does not matter. Type ! Mixcast in the chat. You'll get the link to win a year of Xbox Live for free. Just following us on social medias and stuff like that. Type Boombox in the provided spot, and you'll get an extra few points in order to have a chance to win a year of Xbox Live for free. So good luck, guys. Go get it. Don't forget to enter it in. Because there is actually only like 7 days left in 7 or 8 days left in the month. So make sure you grab that code. Yeah, so we're going to talk about motorcycles, and we're going to talk about Amazon delivery vehicles tomorrow, as well as we'll find a third topic for you guys. Thank you for joining us. Feel free to join the Discord, add any topics that you guys want to talk about in the Mixcast channel on Discord. Follow us on social medias. Bananas, let's talk about bananas. We could talk bananas. I
already have to talk about whales at some point. Don't get me on your bananas.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us on our first night back. We knew it was going to be a little bit slow because, 10-day break is a long time. So, we appreciate the 20 plus viewers that were here tonight. Twisted, honestly, I missed streaming so much. It was unbelievable. Like I said, I messed up my PAX schedule this go around. I didn't leave enough time to do anything. So, I know what I'm going to do for East and West. So that way I can stream while I'm there. And yeah, believe me, the Be Right Back was not planned. I said Be Right Back, and then 2 people had shown up to do interviews like right there and then. And I was like, well, I guess I'm not being right back. So I apologize.
He does that to me on Discord all the time. So,
yep.
I'll be right back. About 30 minutes later, I get off Discord. Oh, I forgot. I went down and watched TV and watched 6 hours of TV. And
no.
MD knows what I'm talking about. I'm not lying, am I, MD?
I don't go to watch 6 hours of TV.
Whatever.
But yeah, we're going to start a stream a little early tomorrow and maybe Mixcast early. We'll let you guys know in Discord and Twitter. So stay tuned and let's talk about that.
Yep, we'll be on it.
You're
tomorrow.
not sad, British. All right, you guys are fantastic. Thank you for joining us tonight on Mixcast episode 37. Any last words, Bad Frog?
I missed you guys more than I thought I was going to this last week.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. I would be thinking I got to be getting ready, and my wife would come in here and go, "You supposed to have a show tonight?" No. And it would just be one of those things. So yeah,
we're back now. We're back now, and the only thing that's coming up would probably be Valentine's Day. That's probably about it. So, and then PAX East is 2 months away. It's crazy. Yeah. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We don't know what time yet. Just hang out, join the stream. We'll notify you guys on Twitter, and Discord. Where's East at? Boston. We're at Boston. South by Southwest. We were actually talking about South by Southwest at work today, and DreamHack Dallas. So Boston. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
See ya.